Please excuse the minor adjusting. Let's see here. Let's just pop this back over here. And get back into the art screen. Hello! Y'all apparently wanted to see me draw again, so that's what we're gonna do. So, without the music this time, because I want to be able to answer questions. But since... Hi, Weedy, I see you! No worries. Take your time, and I'm not gonna start until you get back, and maybe some other people will get into the chat. But, we're gonna have a nice, chill, semi-party. But first, I'm gonna pop over here. And let's see, what do I want to... Yeah, thank you very much. You may notice some differences in the channel, hopefully, because I just hit affiliate, yay! Legitimately, I officially became an affiliate 24 hours ago, and a lot of y'all actually were super nice and subscribed, which, what?
Hi!
You found the hi- Oh, good, that works, yay! We've also got some other fun things. Yeah, I just added the Kirby High minutes ago. But yeah, we've got some sound alerts that I clipped myself from musicals, because, yeah, I am that kind of person.
Muck C5 dinosaurs are cool and so are you.
Thank you for testing that, Weedy. That's an adorable emote, though. Sadly, I can't do text-to-voice Brian yet, but, you know, I did the closest equivalent that I could think of. But, yeah, let's have a little bit of fun with obscure musicals. Like, this one. That's from Shrek the Musical. That is, the dragon's second number, which is better than the first, I thought. They added that in later, and I was like, does anybody have that one part from the dragon song? And it was like, no. And it's like, fine, I'll clip it myself. Then we also have... That's from Come From Away, which, how to best describe Come From Away? It takes place after, the September 11th incident, and details the lives of various people who were forced to, land in, I believe it's Newfoundland? And, just the, it's a good musical, and that part always made me laugh because it's just like, oh, look, it's the Titanic theme. Which, Titanic flute is a thing that I have. Eventually. Which, actually, wait, I've got it right here. There it is. So now I can be part of the problem. No, that's one of my favorite redeems in other people's channels, so I had to do it for mine, clearly. But, yeah. So, and then we've got the basics, the hydrate, the stretch, and other such things. But, yeah, I guess, we'll start drawing, and we'll just kind of see what happens. There we go, okay. I have no idea what I'm gonna draw. But, we'll just kind of see where it goes. Like last time, I cannot believe y'all want to see me draw again. Who decided this? Well, actually, the poll decided this. Let's see. We'll start with a green. Yeah. Don't know what this will be, but yeah, part of the reason why I'm not putting the music on is while the Nutcracker seemed to go just fine with Twitch, some of the other still classical music was like, no, we are muting portions of this stream. And it's like, okay, I'm going to do a very specific playlist of things, but that's gonna be a big testing point because I want to make a playlist that can just be played all the way through and not cause a problem. Well, that is certainly a green circle. What is it? Now it's looking like a skull. Ish. Ish. Oh. What is happening? Hmm. Okay. Here's the thing about me and drawing. I rarely have any idea what I'm drawing. Just kinda happens. That's why the Scribble request is I will attempt to draw something that somebody requests of me. Keyword being attempt. I can't promise it'll be very good, but it'll sure be something. Like whatever this is. You know? You know? I think this is a dinosaur. Maybe. We'll pretend that it is. We'll pretend like I knew what I was doing. Yay! feet. What is that? Or hoof-like appendage. Oh, we're running with it anyway. Dinosaur in the platform boots. Yes. Yeah, that's not how that works, but okay. And now that's a completely different shape. Nah. Your poor legs. I just. You know what? Since it kind of looks like it's grooving, we're gonna run with that. We are gonna run with the grooving dinosaur. And, give it some cool sunglasses. This is ridiculous. But we're doing it. We're doing it because it's a party. It's not even centered. You know what this needs? You know what this needs? I don't know if I can draw this with any justice, but I think it needs a disco ball. I wasn't even alive for the disco era. Why am I doing this? No, that just looks like a sad egg. And let's give it some attempt to draw some musical notes. Yeah. So everybody knows it's a party. Oh, nope, that just looks unfortunate. And we're gonna undo that like wow. Okay, let's try that again. Maybe like pretend to do some motion lines. No. No. That just looks like he's sweating. Never mind. Uh, oh my goodness. Nope, we're continuing. We're gonna fix the sunglasses because they're cool. Oh, no, that doesn't look right. Yeah, okay. Never mind. um, I think this dinosaur needs some scales. Maybe like some nice red scales. Yeah. I didn't mean to make you so radical. Who just followed me? That sound. Hello! Thank you for the follow, Pedikin? That is that's a cute name. Hopefully I pronounced it right one of the two ways, but yes, thank you for the follow. We are having a chill art stream, even though I'm not the best at drawing, but, you know, we come up with a groovy dinosaur that's discoing. And yeah. Why does this remind me of Rufio from Hook? It's probably the scales and not mohawk hair. I. I, mm. Oh. Oh no. This is just getting more and more ridiculous the more I think about it. uh, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna give him roller skates because, that's how we do it in this channel. So, we're gonna fix those platform boots of feet. I don't know, is this better or worse? Um, because it's not like I can really. I can't draw roller skates. Uh, no. No roller skates. I'm sorry. There we go. Like, he's just grooving. Yep, nope, still grooving. I feel like some level of floor would probably be useful, so everybody knows. Oh god, is he skateboarding? Let's try. Is he radically skateboarding? I think he's radically skateboarding. Or no, he's surfing. Sure. Let's go with that. He's radically disco surfing. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's happening. He is disco surfing. And because that makes sense. Sure. Yeah, let me just add a little bit of color to the surfboard, and I think we'll call this piece good. See, this is what I mean, but I never know um, how my art is gonna turn out. I just kind of go with it. And so yeah, now we have a surfing dinosaur discoing in the background. He's having a grand old time. Yeah, let's make this a more full surfboard. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna pretend like that's what we're doing. Yeah, okay. Let me just go into the BRB screen so you don't see anything you're not supposed to see while I save it. Okay, let's get a new canvas started. And then do the zoom in, and we'll be right back. Back to the this, okay. So let's see. What now? Well, we're already on a purple, so let's go with that. Alright. Nice darker color. Oh, that was too much. Well, this is clearly some kind of critter. Maybe a fox. Hmm. No, let's go back to that other color. We'll just continue on with this grape looking fox thing. Because, sure. Hello, thank you. Did you see? Did you see my radical dinosaur?
Muxie 1 cheese.
Thank you for the 1 cheese. I appreciate that. He's too cool for school, that's why he's surfing. So yes, back to the Great Fox. How are you doing today, Weedy? Thank you for coming. Hmm? What noise was that? Well, we'll ignore it for the time being, because that wasn't any alert that I set up. Oh, maybe? Let's see what the... My thing hasn't been updated, actually. So let's check that. I'm doing alright today. Today's been a little bit weird, but, that's okay. Part of our remodel has been, it's gotten a little screwy, but that's okay. Ish. Assuming we can get our washer and dryer back eventually. Because initially they were like, oh yeah, it's fine. We don't have to move it again. It's like, actually, yes, we do. It's like, great, thanks. It's too much. Thank you. I do too, because I would very much like to have that be done, but we've still got a while to go. There's probably a fill button, but I find it more satisfying to just color in the lines myself. I was never very good at coloring inside the lines as a small child. It's better for my hand-eye coordination if I do it myself. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. I wonder if... Let's see what that gets me. Oh! Okay. I should actually check. I see that those posture checks and that hydrate. Thank you. I will do that. I thought for whatever reason the chat would identify me to the thing, but apparently it didn't. But yes, I will take that drink. Thank you. Yeah, let us continue with this grape fox, I think. Of course, I say fox, but it might turn into something completely different by the end of it, like the cool dinosaur. I mean, is this a boat? No, I think I'm gonna try to keep it a fox, because a fox would be cuter. But yes, thank you for the redeems, because it's very nice to actually see that the things I was fiddling around with yesterday are actually working. 'Cause I'm never sure. Because OBS doesn't always make it easy to tell, you know, what might be a good test run or not. Just like, and I don't necessarily want to just test it out being live, because that has too much potential. And then snout? Maybe a snout? Sure. And make the inside of the ears red, just for a nice contrast. It's too much filling, okay. I don't think I like the red, actually. So maybe, yeah, maybe something like this. There we go. Something that looks like it might match a little bit more of the inside and not something injured the poor creature. There we go, and we can use this to give the tail a little bit more of an accent color. I say these art terms like I actually know anything that I'm talking about. You're gonna make this reminder that I'm cute a thing, aren't you? Thank you. But yeah, I spent a lot of last night fiddling and going, gee, I hope everything works. Because, I'm learning. Let's see. Wow, that's. Hmm. Hmm. Let's make that a darker orange. Don't like that lighter orange. It's actually more of a brown. Okay. Let's go back to the. Oop. Nope, that is too dark. Yeah, my lovely designed football is the artist of my friend group. They actually went to school for art. That's how I met them. I don't like that. And let's see. Probably a black.
Hi!
Hi. Nice to see you, Flamey. Thanks for coming.
Hi!
Hello.
Hi!
I'm glad everybody is having the high. Or rather, they're liking the high. I think it's cute.
Hi!
Good. That is too many whiskers. Maybe.
Hi.
I will hydrate again.
Hi.
Oh, and see, now it shows me hydrate in the chat. Okay. I made it too cheap, but I don't care. Yeah, because we redeemed a few things earlier and they didn't show up in the chat, but then they
Hi.
um showed up in the activity feed, so that's why I've got them both going right now, so I don't actually skip any redeems that might happen. Because wow, I've never done redeems before. Sure, that's.
Hi.
You really like that one. Yeah, I should do that. I will figure out how to do that. I may actually do that. I'm gonna experiment on my own. But yeah, thank you for the offer. I will probably take you up on that at some point. Let's see.
Hi.
But yeah, it's fine for this stream because we're learning.
Hi.
Yeah, that's potential. But we will yeah, we'll figure it out. It'll be okay. Unless. Yes. What? Oh, did Kim? Did Kim?
Hi.
Hi. You got me all excited for the build up. But then again, I hope he does get affiliate soon.
Hi.
Ooh, good. Yeah, I lurk in his streams too when I can. Ah, what? Nice. Good for him. That's maybe legs. Yeah. What is that's not a leg. I mean it is, but as if this is any better, but a little bit more consistent.
Hi.
I know, which is why I'm allowing you to do it.
Hi. Hi.
That's not normally how legs work,
Hi.
but we're going with it. Oh, no, that's fair. Yeah, just yeah.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Yeah, I think I like this fox thing. So, one moment while I save it. Probably help if I move that over there so we can do that. Now you say for now, but that just seems like a we're gonna call it the grape fox. Because that's kinda what it is. So yeah, new canvas. Oh wait, wrong. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's overwrite it. Thank you. And go to the new. Let's do a different color. Aw, I hope your mom feels better. But yeah, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Ah, let's see. We've done green, we've done purple. Let's do something in blue. Hmm. 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 Okay. Guess we're starting with whatever this is. A fish, maybe? Is this where we're going with this? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a weird looking fish. Sure. Continent fish. Then let's play around with a little bit of this. I am using Paint Tool Sai. It is it's a free paint program. Of course, I might just be using the trial version, but it's because I used to have Photoshop, but there's been enough of interesting issues around Photoshop that I was just like, if I want to try something like this, I'd rather just have a program that I could open occasionally and do what I wanted with it. That almost looks like, you know, this is gonna be another weird experimental piece because that almost looks like a flower, and I kind of want to make it so. Yeah, sure. Uh, uh hmm. No. I don't know where we're going with this anymore, but, we shall see. Yeah, I thought you were a dolphin, but I don't think you are anymore. No, no, not satisfied with that. Let's go back to this teal color, actually. Continue with the this instead. No, kinda like the outline a little bit better like that. The other blue in there. Give it a yeah, sure. Guess it's back to somewhat being a dolphin. Somewhat. There we go. Dolphin? I say as I don't even know what I'm actually drawing, but you know. Yeah, sure. And
Hi.
are you back? Oh, nope, that was a weedy high. Hello. Yes, like the droplet of the cheese. Mm, no squigglies. Feels like I need something else. So, hmm. No, I actually want to do. There we go. Okay. What is shapes? Oh no. Is it another disco ball? No. We're just. We're gonna go with space dolphin. So it's a dolphin in space. I think. Look, I never said any of my pieces would make actual sense. You do? Thank you. We're gonna pretend that this is a meteor or something, so we'll put some holes in it, like it, like that's what's happening. Or maybe it's just a giant space rock, or a potato, or a cookie. Let's see, my most enjoyable game or activity to stream so far. Uh, you know, for the most part, I've enjoyed everything I've tried to stream. Uh, which, thank you for asking the question. I was just about to open the floor to any questions that that anybody had. But yeah, I've actually enjoyed a lot of it. Even something like this, where I just, I've seen other people do art, and I mean, I might not be the best at it, but it's still something that I can do, and, clearly some people enjoy my scribbles, so it's like, alright, sure, why not? But yeah, I've enjoyed a lot of the uh, different games and stuff that I've played as well. Some of them, or at least, well, no, with the exception of Disc Creatures, which I've never played before. They were games I was pretty familiar with and had beaten previously.
Hi!
Hi, Abby. How you doing? So, yeah, it was a nice test to be like, okay, here's some games that I've played before and liked. Let's see how I do with trying to do so in front of an audience. And so far, it's been pretty positive, I think. I don't know what this is trying to be. Like a space yam? Space eggplant? Because that is not unless it's another weirdly shaped meteor. Oh, yeah. I was saying that Disc Creatures is the only game that I've been streaming that I have not beaten before. That's a completely new experience to me because I've played Ace Attorney and American McGee's Alice before on my own. Uh, and it was a big uh, kind of a how do I do with an audience while playing these things? And it's been pretty positive, I think. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that, my lady. Feel free to ask any questions if they come to mind. Anybody who's lurking. Thank you, Weedy. I appreciate that. It's nice that people do actually enjoy my streams because I honestly, one, never thought I'd get to this point, um, and two, I just, I didn't think about it very much, but this has been a very enjoyable experience so far, and I've met a lot of really cool people, which I think has been the best thing so far, is I've met all of you. Is that I don't know. That's sure. We'll attempt to draw stars poorly. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be comfy. Just because, well, one, I try to do this to relax a little bit, and have it be as a hobby. So I'm glad I come across as somebody who's relaxing to listen to. Because let's face it, life is stressful. I mean, I work I work a part-time job that feels like a full-time job because of my disability, but I'm happy to be able to work But, it's tiring, and just general life stuff is also tiring, so it's alright, though. I feel like this purple thing needs something else, like a yeah. No worry, Polaris. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for subscribing. Wow. I see that emote. Yeah, hopefully I will get my own custom emote soon. Basically, I was talking with my friend who is going to do a lot of the art for me, and basically what happened is I hit this point way earlier than either of us was actually expecting. Um, so but yeah, the custom emotes will be coming as well as my character design. Um, so hi guys, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Welcome to art. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Sure. We're gonna call this a space dolphin. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We're gonna go to the BRB screen real quick. And for those of us you just joining me, we've got the surfing dinosaur, the great fox, and now this space dolphin. I don't know why it's a space dolphin, but you know. So yeah, gonna go BRB while I save. Let's do one more. Oh, congratulations. It's about getting off of work because hooray. New and zoom in, and we're gonna pop back over to here. Let's see. Let's try something in orange right now. Like a nice, yeah, I like the brighter orange. Okay. What are you gonna be? I don't know. We'll see when we fill you in. So, well, I hope he comes by. That'd be nice. But no pressure. But yeah, if anybody has any questions for me at this point, because I do see more people are in the chat, feel free to ask them. As previously stated, I will, you know, answer them in a medium amount of detail. And the only thing off limits is asking me about my love life because that does not exist. Yeah, it is pretty relatable. It's like, it might be nice someday, but I also I'm not, like, in a rush for anything to happen. Baby, don't hurt me no more. I'm just reminded of that one, somebody to Silent Hill 2 of all things, did James head bopping to the entirety of What is Love, and as somebody who's played that game before, it was just a very light tap of the controller, so the fact that somebody went and did that for the equivalent of like a 4-minute song was just, what? Because that probably took a lot of dedication. But anyway, let's see, what is the best or some of the best things you have played or read lately? Let's see. Currently I am playing uh Pokemon Legends Arceus, and that's been really fun because that has been a very refreshing take on the Pokemon franchise, and I say this as somebody who loves Pokemon a whole lot, but I actually really like the spin-offs over the main games these days because the spin-offs have a lot of creativity to them. uh, But so yeah, that one's been really fun. And then what else have I been playing kind of off stream? Um not a whole lot. I'm doing my best to try to keep up all of the hobbies that I have, which I have many hobbies. Um but yeah, uh between my job and everything, I wasn't kidding with that one Twitter post that I did. It's like things that Gin does that take up time. Um there's a lot there. Is this a camel maybe? Is the camel sitting down? And then things that I've read recently. I've got, just glancing over on my bookshelf or my nightstand. I've got The Last Thing He Told Me, uh, by Laura De- Dave or DeVere. The font is a little bit wonky, but it's an interesting mystery where this woman's husband disappears. Uh, and leaves a note that basically says protect her, and she's assuming that it means his teenage daughter. Uh, but it could also mean something else because I'm only 100 pages in, and I completely expect for that initial note to be dropped on its head somehow because it's a mystery. And I also borrowed a thing from work called The Starlit Woods, which is an anthology of rewritten fairy tales, uh, which has been fun to read because I like reading different authors' takes on folkloric tales like that. Because there's actually a lot of different ways that folklore can be reinterpreted, and I'm always interested in seeing different views, especially with European ones, because there are so many different takes on European fairy tales. And then on the manga side, I recently read the second most recent fancy omnibus edition of Berserk. So I've read up to volume 26 at this point, according to that logic, which is right about where the second anime series ends. Which I don't hate the second Berserk series, but it definitely has some pacing issues when compared to how the manga does the same storylines. Oh, Easy did come. Hi. How you doing? Oh, thank you for the hug. I hug you back. But yeah, so I read that, and I also read the latest volume of a series called what I always mispronounce her name, but it's like Freeren. Uh, Beyond Journey's End. It's about this elf who was a part of the heroes' adventuring party back in the day to defeat the demon lord, and they succeed. But as she's an elf, she outlives the rest of her party, and so it's her continuing adventures with the priest adopted child and the dwarves student, and they're just going about, and she's living her life, and it's really interesting. It's one of the newer ones that I've really been liking, and I should really just I wish I had more space because I would like to invest in that series. Hopefully it doesn't go on for too long, but it's been really good for the first couple of volumes. It's been building on itself very well. I get really I like to analyze things, and I care a lot about stories and how they're told. So yeah, that's what I've been reading recently. This it once was a camel, but now it's just a blob. It's a blob with a tail. Um, no. So, but I don't know what's happening. We lost all semblance of a direction. It just got wider and wider. Still sort of has a tail though. Or maybe it's just a really thin arm. Yeah, I don't know what's happening either. Yep, camel blob be doing camel blob things. See if we can salvage this. Maybe. No, you know, maybe it's a hat. Maybe I've been looking at it the wrong
Hi.
way. Hi. Oh, I see. I see you redeemed a hydrate. Thank you. Oh, good. And I was actually on target with the seeing the thing. So I will take a drink. Thank you. Oh, good. They're showing up in my other chat app too. Good. I like it when things work. Yeah, let's maybe call this a hat instead. Let's make the blobbiness intentional. All right. Well, that's okay. We'll try to even out whatever's going on here. that more of a... Yeah, sure. Let's go with the dark green. Sure. And then maybe like a, no. Yeah, like a brown. That should do it. Oh, that line was all connected. Never mind. Thank you. I once, well, it wasn't exactly like this, but I did have a hat with cat ears on it, um, that I got rid of sadly, and I was just like, oh, I should have kept that. It was a cute hat. I didn't wear it very often, but I liked the general design. But I was a very self-conscious teenager at the time. It's too long. Something like this. And yeah, that's better. Yeah, yeah. Little bit of an awkward fox hat, but an awkward fox hat it'd be. It does almost kind of look like Pikachu. Almost. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I've got enough energy in me to do one more piece, and then we'll switch over to Higurashi. So, yeah, let me just pop over to the usual. I have consumed some cheese today. Uh, I had a sandwich, and I put some cheese on that. Let's see. We'll create a new thing. Let's see. So we've done green, we've done blue, we've done orange, we've done purple. I don't think we've done solid red yet. So let's do a solid red and maybe a nice darker color. Let's see where this goes. Alright, that's a start. So how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing okay. AZ, AZ, you're lovely. Thank you. Uh, thank you very much. Thank you for testing that works as well. So fun fact, I was messing around with stuff and had OBS opened, and then AZ subscribed, and it was like, look, my alert for subscription works. Yay! So yes, thank you once again for testing everything. What? Also, hi Soul, I think. Yeah, I'll get custom emotes eventually. For now, please enjoy the basic emotes. Yes, thank you, AZ. I appreciate the gift subs. I think other people will be have a nice surprise. Oh yeah, I've had some people in mind, but I want to give my artist friend a shot first because they've been curious about maybe doing some stuff for Twitch as well. So I was like, yeah, use me as an experiment, see if you like it, and then I can maybe recommend you to other people. But I will probably commission other people for other emotes too, just because I've seen some really cool ones going around. Yeah, where were we going with this? This swirly ketchup stain. Yeah, I really like their art style. It's very unique. They're very good with expressions, and I love their color choices. But then again, I'm slightly biased because I've been friends with them for gosh, probably about 12 years now, which is a long time to be out of college. I mean, what? We're not gonna carbon date ourselves. No. That'd be silly. Right? Hi, Moostress. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. I don't know what we're drawing, but we're sure drawing it. Yes, we are all fossils in our own way. That's a good way to phrase it. We exist on this earth, therefore we are all fossils. Uh, where is this even going? I feel like that's enough of this red. So, yeah. Continue with this for a while and see if anything strikes me as to if it's an actual shape or not, or if it's just me messing around with colors again. Like I have any idea what I'm doing. That's okay. People seem to enjoy it anyway. Which is a thing I have to tell myself sometimes. Because I am actually a very self-conscious person in a lot of ways. And I've got a perfectionist streak in me. And, so that's a fun combination. There's a reason why I use the term ambivert, because while it's very easy to see me as an extrovert, uh, a lot of what I actually do is quite introverted. No, it's okay. Um, Part of the reason why I did this is because I want to try to grow. And y'all have been a very uh, secure way to try to do that. And I appreciate that very much because all of your support has been very, very much appreciated. I definitely wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for all of you. And the fact that I actually look forward to interacting with everyone, either through Twitch or Twitter or Discord, is, it's nice, especially after the pandemic, where it's like I can't really, I can't really see a lot of my friends very frequently anymore because between jobs and life and everything, it's just a lot harder to do so. So I really appreciate everyone's interactions because you're all lovely people. That's part of the reason why I just decided to, call my followers my lovelies because in general, I have not met a person through here that I haven't liked and who hasn't been a lovely person. So, I mean that. And I mean that about every one of you. Alright, that's probably enough of this color. I don't know, why are your eyes sweating? You lovely person, you. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing my best for as long as I can feasibly do this. I'd like to at least continue the channel for a couple of years, because at the moment,
Hi!
I don't see any reason why I should stop. Hi, Displacer, how you doing? Good to see you. But who knows? I mean, my life could change in the next couple of years, but it also could not. That's one of the more interesting things about being an adult is things can change very quickly. And hopefully, or at least for me, they'll change in a positive direction. But we'll see. I'm not in any hurry to have any great big changes. But, like I said, life's a little bit unpredictable. Like, I don't think if I had talked to myself 2 years ago, I would have believed that I'd be doing something like this, drawing for my friends on my Twitch channel that I have. Yes, I am giving y'all diabetes because I care about y'all so much. Take my cream filled center. I don't think this is a scarf, but it's kind of looking like it's a scarf, maybe. Or something else. Or maybe it's just a worm? I don't know. But we're going with it. We're going with it. Yeah, maybe it is a shrimp. If it was an innuendo, it flew right over my head too, which is something. But then again, is anybody really surprised that I'm not the best at like flirting or trying to be wink wink nudge nudge? Yeah, I don't like that. But that actually started as a joke with Bell Dandy because they chomped me. And I was like, no, my cream filling, because it just was like, let's just pretend that the lovely cat icon that you see before me or before you is made of chocolate, and that just kind of went from there. Yeah, maybe it is a shrimp. Yeah, maybe we can be like, this is the tail of the shrimp. Why did I? Yeah, sure. It's a shrimp. Okay. Congratulations, weird shape. You are now a shrimp. Amazing. See what I mean? I have no clue. I'm the artist, and I have no clue. I did not come out here today to make a multicolored shrimp, but that's where we are. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the hug. I like getting hugs as much as I like giving hugs. Which I'm glad that most people seem to be appreciative of said hugs. Because, again, life is. Life can be a lot, and I want people to know that, even if it is just on the internet, I am here for them. Yeah, sometimes life gives you shrimp. Yeah, we're just calling this a shrimp. Amazing. So, yeah, for those of you who just got here, here are the pieces that I've done. I've done surfing dino, a grape fox, a space dolphin, a hat, and now this shrimp. Good. I'd rather everybody happy cry than sad cry, because sad cries are just. Which, granted, sometimes you need to sad cry, but I'd rather make people happy. So yeah, I'll save this. No, if I could actually, if people, if I could actually make that hat, I'd be like, no, this is my fox hat. I made it myself, but I can't really sew or crochet or any of those things. We're calling this last one "It's a Shrimp" in all caps because wow. All right. So I guess I will open the floor to any other questions before I get Higurashi set up. But yeah, let me get back to the pop over to the art screen real quick. So yeah, let's say now see, I don't know about pillow merch. Uh like what would I even do? Like one of those little like a little kitty, like a little kitty face. or maybe when I actually get my design, I can do like the little hoodie, um, because that might be fun. Yeah, we'll see if merch is a viable option. For now, I'm probably gonna say nope, but I appreciate the eagerness from y'all because what? Yeah, I think the design will be really fun. Um, it's basically just going to be mostly what I look like, but in a kitty hoodie, uh, with Hazel because Hazel's always next to me. Uh, and then I've got another design that will probably be the first one that I debut for a certain stream that I'm gonna do in May. That I've sort of hinted at before, but I'm gonna die like 7 different times because somehow y'all convinced me to sing. And so I'm gonna be doing karaoke with some of the anime song translations that I've done in the past, and a couple of new ones because I got back into the habit. Thanks to everybody, actually. Um, so yeah, that will happen, and that will actually sort of be around 6 or 7 months from me starting streaming. So it's kind of a celebratory thing, sort of like this. So yeah, a little before mid-May, come watch me die. One of the emotes that I want to do is actually a tomato, just a tomato with the hood, because that was also an inside joke. Because whenever people make me blush, I like turn very red. So it's like, oh, I turned into a tomato again. So I fully expect you all to abuse that, but that's okay because I mostly trust you. My singing voice is average, and I'm gonna do my best with it. But I appreciate the support because honestly, I wouldn't have considered that either. But I got enough positive feedback that it was like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. I don't know if it'll be a regular thing that I do, but I mean, if people want me to do it, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year with some of the either some of my backlog or some new things, because you'll notice that one of my redeems is actually a translation request. Uh, you have to save up for it because sometimes they take, an hour or less to do, and other times I'm stuck on a song for like 3 hours. And so I want to take that into account because one of my IRL friends is part of a Love Live group, and I was like, oh yeah, I can translate a couple of them for the group that they're in. And then one of them took under an hour, and then the other one took 3. And I was just like, why? I keep saying I'm not into Love Live because I haven't actually, watched any of it or anything. But I do like one character, and they've been super sweet and have been giving me merch of the one character. So, yeah, I have a bunch of Hanyo merch now. It's like, and I don't even go here. But yeah, let's see. So we're about an hour and a half in. So let's switch on over real quick to the BRB so I can get Higurashi set up. One moment. Alright. Oh, and I should remember to change the title category thingy. So I'll do that in a minute. Okay, I actually remembered to change the category, so cool. Yeah, no worries, Displacer. Thank you for stopping by, and enjoy your lurk. We just now go to the bop and the bop, and nope, maybe. Nope, doesn't want to do that, so we'll go back over here.
Hi.
um, nope, that is the wrong thing to do. We want to go to that, and we'll get out of this and get back in. We'll figure it out. We'll get there eventually. Alright, let's try again. There we go, okay. And then we'll scoot the me over. Alright, let us continue where we left off. Which, for those of you unaware, we've passed the general visual novel shenanigans. And we're getting into the horror part of this visual novel. So, just a heads up, it's gonna get spooky. And I'm gonna read the text aloud. So, yeah, it's getting to murder time, or at least paranoia time, because Keiichi did not have a good night last night at the festival, and now he's worried about his mom, who did not go to the festival, and the local townspeople get really suspicious if you don't go to the festival. So let us continue where we left off in this happy visual novel. Alright, I believe we went through all the tips, so we'll go through that. Oh, wait. Never mind, we already did that. Yeah, basically. The entire town is like, oh, very sus. Let's continue. Let's get my mouse out of there. Good morning! Nice job yesterday, Kei-chan. You didn't do so badly yourself, Mion. Yesterday was fun. Oh, that's right, Keiichi-kun. Thank you very much. For Mr. Bear. Glad you like it. Don't use it as a pincushion, though. I wouldn't. Still chatting happily, we entered the classroom, but the moment I stepped into the room, a splashing sound and a nasty sensation, Satoko. It was a bucket filled to the brim with water. And unfortunately, my foot stepped right into it. My now, how diligent of you to mop the floor this morning. Clomp, 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 biff. It just unflicked my forehead. You should set a more brutal trap next time. Seeing that, Rin began to swoon as Mion looked on dejectedly. Everything was the same as always. Everybody was there, and nothing felt out of place. The uncertainties I had in the back of my mind since yesterday had vanished. Have they? What is it, Keiichi-kun? Didn't get enough sleep, maybe? Maybe? I slept like a log, but if you want, I'll do a reenactment during class. Keiichi, no! You shouldn't do that! Mion alerted us the teacher was coming, so everyone shuffled to their seats. Good morning, everyone! So yesterday was the festival. Thank you to all the people who stayed until the very end to help clean up. We were all slackers, so none of us actually helped clean up. Actually, I had a feeling that the only thing we did was run around the festival and cause a ruckus. Okay then, this time of year you might see some people here from out of town doing interviews about the festival for magazines. I thought it was the usual stuff, so I was going to tune it out, but then I noticed a different tone in her voice and started paying attention. You may be asked questions. Please don't say anything silly or something that could be taken the wrong way. Do you understand? In unison, everyone replied, Yes, ma'am. What she'd said was really vague, but I understood what she was trying to say. After all, this was the 5th year. There were probably lots of third-rate reporters pouring in, hoping something regarding the curse had happened. It did nothing but perpetuate the village's bad reputation, or bad image. She was saying, Don't spout stupid shit you think is funny. Which is actually a good life lesson. And now I was one of those who needed to keep their mouths shut. I found it rather cute how I felt a sense of unity from such a trite thing, if I do say so myself. I was summoned to club activities after school. Since everybody was still pretty tired from yesterday, we just spent the day relaxing. Yeah, that wasn't happening.
Muxie 1 boop.
One whole boop! Thank you, Edie! Today let's play a classic game of deduction. How about this one? Oh, a game from overseas. Looks interesting. The instructions are in English, but the rules don't seem that hard. I won't lose, you hear? I'm not too bad at this game. It seems that Rana didn't handle this kind of game very well. The rules are that people who can match the murderer, weapon, and the scene of a crime wins. They're playing Clue. There are 3 kinds of cards comprised of suspects, weapons, and locations. They're playing Cluedo! I could see the names Mion, Rika, and Rika were written on the suspect cards. Oh, a card with my name on it as well. There are plenty of different weapons, too. Knives, axes, and poisons. The locations are pretty nice, too. Like the living room, the study, and the courtyard. So basically, you take out one of each of the cards. These are the answer cards. So we shuffle the remaining cards and hand them out. We each ask the other about the cards and figure out the right ones. I see, so the cards nobody has are the true perpetrators. And you raise your hand if you know the answer. Yeah, this is Clue. The game ends, and we check if the answer is correct. Which, fun fact, Clue was actually based a lot off of Agatha Christie novels at the time. They were the main inspiration for the game back in the day. Yep, you go get that water. Which, yeah, I think is just really interesting. How a lot of the murder mystery stuff is kind of an interesting little cycle, because if you play Umineko, a sister series to Higurashi, there are a lot of nods to Christie's work, especially in the first act, or first arc, is very much based off of, and then there were none. Anyway, tangent. Excuse me. If you were right, then you get a point. If you're wrong, then you lose a point. Since the game ends if no one gets it right, all cards are gathered up and redistributed. You'll learn as you go. You really have to use your brain. You'll get confused if you don't take notes. The rest you can figure out by playing. So, Mion, what's the penalty this time? Everyone directed their attention at Mion. Let's see. We're all still a little tired from yesterday, so maybe we take it easy with a gopher penalty. You'll be asked to rush around and buy stuff for everyone. So just being asked to go and buy stuff, like drinks and candy, I guess? Oh, Rena, this is Higurashi. I feel like the penalty today is pretty simple. I wonder, is it really? Probably not, because this is Mion. Is Keiichi-san thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. You don't know what it is until you have to go buy. Betting Mion would send whoever out to lose this to buy stuff like hemorrhoid cream or happy family planning manual or other crazy stuff. The cards were lightly shuffled and passed out to each player. The real perpetrator, the correct weapon, and the scene of the murder have all been taken out, so that means all the cards I have in my hands are innocent cards. Then I'll go first since I'm the club president, I guess. Well then, Mion, knife, study. You pick one suspect, weapon, and the murder scene, and ask each person. If you have any of those cards, then you must say, I have one. However, you don't need to say which one you have. Yeah, I got it. Me too. I have one. Oh. Oh my, all of them are here. 3 people answered when she asked if they had Mion, knife, and study. So that means Mion, knife, and study are all in the clear. Gotta jot that down. Then I'll go, Rena, axe, and lounge. Oh, yep, axe again. Only 2 people said they had one? So that means out of Rena, axe, and lounge, one of them is correct. And it's part of the crime? No, wait. Even if they say they have one, they don't have to say how many. It's possible that either Satoko or Rika-chan has 2 of the cards. Well, Kei-chan is next. Go ahead. Wait, just a little. I'm still sorting things out. The game has me thinking more than I thought. Oh man, this feels like it's going to be tough. Alright. Now I have the criminal. What? Already? Here I am, spinning around in circles and Mion just now raises her hand? Murder is Rika-chan. In the infirmary with poison. Delicious foreshadowing. Well, Mion drew the cards from the box and we checked to see if her deductions were right. You were right. was one more hand. I couldn't tell whether it was poison or pistol. I never use a pistol. I like killing them slowly with poison. Again, not foreshadowing. Rika-chan is such a huge, terrifying thing with such a sweet little face. Or it said such a huge, terrifying thing. Everyone was making a commotion about how they almost had it. Ren and I were left out in the cold, though. How did you do, Keiichi-kun? I couldn't get it at all. Don't worry. I had no idea either. How can both of you be so unsure? You'll both end up in last place together at this rate. That's even worse. Going up buying something together as a couple. What if we ended up having to buy the Happy Family Planning? Keiichi! I can tell from Keiichi's expression that he's not very good at this game. What? That's not true! I'll show you the true power of Sherlock Maibara during the next round. My, that sounds just wonderful. I shall give you quite the thrashing. After that, I managed to somewhat grasp the trick behind the game, but I was always a step or two behind. I saw that Mian was somehow gleaming information from how the others were asking their questions, which is not illegal in Clue! That level of experience was just too much! The only way I could stage a comeback was if I became ruthless! I tossed out the simple concept of deduction and switched over to the thought process needed to win. Oh boy! Mind palacing! The important thing isn't to find out the criminal, it's to win at the game! Eureka! Sorry, I need to go to the bathroom. Take your time and squeeze out a- Mian! Mii-chan, that's gross! I had them hold off the game and headed down to the hall. The air was crisp. It showed just how stagnant the air in the classroom was from our body heat. On the school grounds, some classmates were still playing around. Hi, Weedy, welcome back! After spending some time cooling my head, Rena made her way over towards me. We're still in the middle of Clue! Nobody's lost yet! Ichi-kun, did you call for me? Yeah, I did. As I got up from my seat, I winked over at Rena. Glad it worked out. I don't want to waste much time, so I'll get right to the point. Rena, what's your record at this game we're playing today? She was taken aback. After a moment, she hesitantly opened her mouth. Well, all losses. Why do you ask, I wonder? I wonder. I could tell how apprehensively she was playing. The way things were going, I will as well. I can't figure out a way to pull out the last-minute comeback for this one. So, I guess both of us will be taking that penalty? Hey, don't accept defeat already. How about we win this? Both of us. But how can we? I brought my lips up to Rena's ear. Whisper, 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 whisper. Huh? Is that allowed? Did you forget, Rena, the second rule of our society? Do everything in your power to obtain victory. Yeah, I'll try my best. Our plan of attack was quite a rudimentary one. At the beginning of the game, everyone would be focused on their own hand while taking notes and whatnot. Since our seats were right next to each other, we'd reveal our hands to each other. If we did it under the desk, nobody would know. We'd begin the game with twice as much information as everyone else. Having this much information means we would need to investigate less. That's sort of a plan of attack. We start off with a big lead over the other guys. Yeah, with this we could probably win! We both smirked at each other. If I was the shady businessman and Rena was the corrupt senator. Pleasure doing business with you. Oof. Now let's hurry back. We'll work as a duo to surprise everyone. Hey now. There's no point if we go back together. It would be like flat out telling them we made a little arrangement. Oh, sorry, then what should we do? Go back ahead of me, Rena. Yes, it is crime time. I'll take my time coming back after washing my face or something.
Okay, got it.
Rena turned around and headed back to the classroom. I guess I should wait a little bit longer before going back. If I went too soon, it wouldn't seem like I went to the bathroom. If Mian or one of them suspected something, there could be a problem. Well, they'd figure it out sooner or later, because both Rena and I would start winning over and over again. How much do you think this is actually gonna work? Both Rena and I will have earned enough points to avoid being the losers by the time Mian realized what was happening. I think she'll figure it out, y'all. Excellent. Not bad at all. Hi, Barakun. May I have a moment? Huh? It's the teacher. Man, things were just getting good. What is it? You have a guest. Please make your way to the entrance. A guest? It's not like I own a hotel. They have been waiting. Please hurry. It was rather unfortunate that I'd have someone waiting for me right before my big match, but I was more interested in the unexpected guest. I didn't want to waste any time, so I decided to take care of it quickly. The entryway was a heavy contrast from the hot sunlight and deep shadows. Oh. Waiting there, looking uncomfortably warm, was a middle-aged man, his tie sloppily loosened and his jacket tucked underneath his arm. Are you Maebara-san? Keiichi Maebara-san? There was no question that he wasn't a resident of Hinamizawa, and that, without a doubt, it was the first time he had met me. Ever since I met Tomitaka-san, I'd been running into so many middle-aged men.
Muxi 1 Boopa Dupa Shoop Witi BCOMF.
Yay! That's right. Who might you be? Thank you for the bit, sweetie. I have the AC on in my car. Let's talk there. It's a bit hot here, don't you think? That man completely ignored my question. I pointed over to his car parked near the gate and began walking. You've got to be kidding me. I have no intention of going along with some geezer I don't even know, and he was asking me to get into his car with him? Stranger danger! I'm not going to bite. Come on now. He opened the back door of his car and called me over. I did not like this old man, but I wanted to know what this was about. Even while knowing that the conversation was going to start out like this, even knowing that conversations that start out like this have never led to anything good, that is a sentence. The inside of his car was pretty cool. Cars with air conditioner were supposed to be a luxury. My dad didn't have one in his car, at least. Please let me know if it's too cold for you, okay? It's never too cold for me. I have a habit of cranking it up all the way. So what business do you have with me? Out of spite, I decided to ignore his remark in the same way he did to me and start my own line of questioning. He pulled out a notepad from his pocket and took out a picture that was stuck between the pages. On it was the face of a pretty goofy-looking guy. If you know anything related to this individual, then please tell me. Who the heck is this? I doubt even his close friends would be able to recognize who he was from that expressionless picture that looked like it was taken at the DMV. There were scribbles on his shirt done in permanent marker. Starting with yours, Maebara-san, and quite a few of your classmates signed as well. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Huh? This is Tomitake-san. There was no hint of his usual unreliable and easygoing personality in this photo. It was an expressionless, half-asleep face. And do you know this woman? Yeah, Stream Elements is, sure, being timely with the alerts. Even before seeing it, I had a good idea of who it was. I don't remember her name, but she's some lady who was with Tomitake-san last night. Oh, you want a compliment? Wow, you already have the points. Dang. Okay, so this is my first time doing this, so I'll figure out a rhythm for them. But the general idea is I wanted them to be like Shira's, Princess Praise, but, maybe do my own spin on them. So, compliment for Weedy, which, yeah, thank you. Okay. Well, to start off with, you are seriously one of the nicest people I've met in this community, and I really appreciate that you've wanted to get to know me a little bit more. It's been lovely chatting with you and sharing interest in stuff, and I like you a whole lot. I think you're really neat, and I want the best for you. So, something like that is how I will probably do these from now on. It's helpful that I know a good amount about a lot of you that are currently here, so I should be able to, that shouldn't be too hard. But yes, that's the general idea of the compliment me redeem. I hope you're satisfied with that. Anyway, back to murder. I don't remember her name, but she was some lady who was with Tomitake-san last night. I didn't know what her name was, but I did know she was a resident of Hinamizawa. You are doing just fine, Weedy.
Hi!
All you can do is your best, and I think you are doing your best. When was the last time you saw these two? The night of the Watanagashi, we spoke. They seem pretty close, I guess. Did anything bother you about them? Anything is fine. Go ahead and say it. Leading questions. Being asked for every little detail is very troubling, honestly. I had a pretty good idea of who this guy was by now. Did something happen to them? There was no response to my inquiry. Thus, I replied to that silence in kind. I was pretty sure, no, certain, that this guy was a cop. Then why? Why would he be asking about Tomitake-san? Why do you think? Did something happen to him? Perhaps. More importantly, why me? Shouldn't there have been plenty of other people who knew more about him than I did? The roar of the air conditioner felt unbearably loud. After a long pause, he finally spoke again. You've moved here just recently, isn't that right, Maribara-san? Are you aware, I wonder, about the stories of Yashiro-sama? My heart began to race. I'm pretty terrible at hiding things. Probably showed on my face. Not at all? If you don't, then that's fine. Well, I've heard of it. Tomitake-san told me, actually. How much do you know about it? The dismemberment killing. The accidental death. The death of illness followed by a suicide. And the lady who was beaten to death. The incidents that all happened on the day of the Watanagashi, ending in suspicious deaths. I didn't think Tomitake-san would have kept anything from me. I think that was everything. No, rather, I didn't want to think there was anything more to it than that. Do you know of that, well, curse, Maebara-san? Feel free to speak openly about it. I don't believe in it. My answer was instant. It wasn't so much that I didn't believe in it as I was on the verge of believing. I wanted to clear away my own doubts. That was the more prominent feeling. Really? Then that's great. Guess you really are one of those city-raised boys. So what if I don't believe? I have friends waiting, so could you get to the point? The man in the picture is dead. My mind went blank. Huh? What happened to Tomitake-san? It would seem that he died last night. That was the night of the Watanagashi. Do you understand the implications behind that, Mayabara-san? Implications... not any for the cause of his death or the reasons behind it. The real problem was that he died the day of the Watanagashi. Meaning, this year, the curse of Oyashiro-sama had once again... The death of Jiro Tomitake is still confidential. You can understand why that is, right? I didn't want to understand why. Please, tell me. Tell me what happened. It was rather particular. It might be a little too graphic for someone born and raised in Hinamizawa. Okay. Possible content warning, everybody. Might get a little bit gross, but I'm gonna read it anyway. It was a roundabout way of saying it, but it caused me to doubt whether or not I wanted to hear the rest. I would only regret forcing myself to learn of something I shouldn't. Or at least that's how I figured I would feel it if I listened to the rest. One of our patrol cars discovered the body on the way back to the security detail at the festival. It was late, about 5 till midnight. The location was, you know where the road into town becomes paved, right? Down past the slope on the shoulder around there. There were a few streetlights on that road. Its pitch black darkness was only broken by the lights of passing cars and the moon. It was a stroke of luck that Tomitake was spotted collapsed on the shoulder of the road. Tomitake-san was face down, covered in blood. Blood and muck covered in the asphalt. We would have thought it was a hit and run. We thought it was a hit and run at first. But when the officer checked to see if he was still alive, we quickly noticed something abnormal. Here we go. His throat had been ripped open. From a knife or something? No. Nails. Nails? As in fingernails? He clawed through. Yeah, content warnings. Yep. From the coroner's report, it was revealed that he did it with his own nails. Feel free to mute me, if you don't want to hear it. Huh? What does that mean? Basically, it means it wasn't a murder. It was suicide. Tomitake-san thought there was a reason to tear open his own throat. As hard as he could with his own nails. Or through the skin until he started to bleed. And even then, Tomitake-san didn't stop. He continued clawing. With enough intensity, it could have peeled off his nails. Still clawing. Still clawing. Then his nails reached the vital arteries that you should never damage. He continued clawing. Split. Blood splattered on the ground around him as he bled, while gasping for breath. He was collapsed, his body spasmed, and he died in agony. We thought drugs were to blame, but nothing of the nature was detected. But it was suicide? I've never heard of such a thing. It was an unnatural way of dying. If it wasn't a mysterious death, then what was it? The way he died in these 5 years, his death most resembled that of a curse. As if to show both myself and Tomitake-san, who proclaimed there was no such thing as a curse, that we were wrong. There were a few more suspicious details. From his own body chemistry, perspiration, epilation, and so on, we concluded that he was in a state of hysteria right before his death. That was a given. It's hard to believe someone could be in a sound mind while clawing out their throat. Wounds on his hand matched a discarded piece of lumber found nearby. There are traces of where he struck the trees and guardrails with it. Tomitake-san's blood was found all over the place. Meaning that while tearing at his own throat, he was swinging around a piece of lumber. Busy boy. There were external injuries, which were not self-inflicted, discovered on Tomitaka-san. There's a high probability Tomitaka-san was assaulted. The external injury suggests that there may be multiple suspects. To summarize, Tomitaka-san was surrounded and attacked. While wandering the night roads in a state of panic after being cornered, he picked up a piece of lumber and tried fighting back. Somewhere in there, he began madly tearing at his own throat, clawing at it. Then he died. Presumed time of death was around 9:23 p.m., meaning it occurred right after you finished talking to Tomitaka-san at the festival. Everyone signed Tomitaka's shirt, then parted ways. Right after that. Oh yeah, he should have been with a woman. What about her? She's missing. She hasn't shown up at work, and hasn't returned home either. There's a very high probability that she was involved in this incident. For a while, I could only gaze off into space. I would have never thought that something unfortunate happening to somebody close to me could affect me this deeply. The time I had spent with Tomitaka-san was short. But we went to the same festival, spent time together, and took part in the same competition. He was one of us. We have been continuing the investigation on various fronts, but when it comes to Oyashiro-sama's curse, the villagers aren't very cooperative. That I knew well. I would have been none the wiser if not for Tomitaka-san, the outsider, telling me. So that's why you came to me. Because I'm not originally from Hinamizawa? I should have been angry that was the reason he wanted to hear what happened from me. If things go the way they have been, then the conclusion would be that Jiro Tomitaka died from Oyashiro-sama's curse. He turned away from me and gazed far off into the distance. The night of the Watanagashi, during that sacred ritual, he callously snapped off photos angering Oyashiro-sama. That's how it's going to turn out. There's no way Oyashiro-sama would inflict divine punishment on Tomitaka-san. Tomitaka-san had been killed by humans, and a cowardly group, no less. There's no way I'm going to let this end up being the fault of some curse. I think so as well. There's no such thing as divine punishment or curses. The tense mood was cut with the man's hearty laugh. That's how this must be, Mayabara-san. Cooperation from individuals in Hinamizawa who don't believe in the curse is indispensable. Understand? Neither Tomitaka-san nor I believed in curses. But with the way things were going, it would just end up with Tomitaka-san's death marking the 5th year. Words. Which would mean that Hinamizawa had rejected Tomitaka-san. That was something I couldn't allow. Tomitaka-san was one of us. He didn't live in Hinamizawa, but he came every single year. In a sense, he was more of a resident than I was. There was no way that Tomitaka-san could have been cursed by Oyashiro-sama. But there's nothing I can do to help. I have no idea what happened that night either. No, if you see or hear something that draws your attention, then that's enough. If I see or hear, is he talking about... He was talking in the future tense. Things or people or rumors, anything is fine. Thank you, Weedy. I will hydrate again. Yeah, anything is fine. I don't care if they're unfounded. Hi, Soul! Thank you for the hug. I hug you back. Here, this is my number. If I'm not there, then just leave a message with whoever picks up. He handed me a piece of paper with a number on it, but I had hesitated for a second. If I took it, then whether I wanted to or not, I'd be mired knee-deep in this matter. Mired? Please help me solve these questions surrounding Tomitaka-san's unfortunate death. That's right. Why was I hesitating? I needed to find out the murderer who killed my friend. I snatched up the piece of paper as a satisfied grin spread on his face. Everything we spoke of today is a secret. Please keep this confidential. Understood. From your friends as well. Especially from Sonozaki-san and Furude-san. Please don't inform them. Sonozaki? You mean Mion? Are you saying they have something to do with the incident? With my friend's name brought up so abruptly, and being told to keep it a secret from them, I became rather angry. This is what they call investigative privilege, I suppose. Don't play games with me. Mion is a close friend of mine. I snapped at him, but he didn't seem especially be offended. I wouldn't mind telling you, but it may just upset you. Say it. He hesitated a little. Turning his gaze to the outside of the car, he began to speak after thinking for a bit. There is a possibility that the string of incidents happening here in Hinamizawa are the result of a village conspiracy. There's no way that could be right. Give me a break. First of all, is there any proof of that? No evidence. Also, each of the cases were resolved and none of the perpetrators had any direct connection to the village. Then how did you come to that conclusion? Every year, the enemies of the village die on the day of the Watanagashi. Don't you think that's enough of a reason to suspect something? Only the residents of Hinamizawa felt the day of the Watanagashi was sacred. So basically, because incidents happened on that day, it was somehow related to Hinamizawa? First it was the damn construction foreman. Then it was a villager that supported it. Those of the village hold a guard against die one after another on the, from mysterious causes. Sentences. The means are different, but in the end the result is the same. Unfounded, unreasonable suspicion. But it couldn't just be shrugged off.
Cheer 1 J Jej Leo wo I ro were you away oi rewer.
Thank you for abusing the text to voice. Very much appreciated. It's not Brian, but I'm sorry whoever this is. Yeah, let's lighten the mood before we get back to the murder. Okay, so the victims, after that, what about the Shinto priest and his wife's death? They weren't enemies of the village. The villagers had expected leadership from the Shinto priest at the time of the dam dispute. But he wasn't proactive, so there was a fraction of villagers who harbored ill will towards him as a result. Ill will? It's not like he did anything bad to the village. What about the housewife after that? Did she die because she was the wife of the brother of a supporter? That's such a trivial reason to kill someone. What about Tomitake-san? He's not affiliated with the dam project at all. Was he killed just because he was an outsider? In the beginning, it fell on those related to the dam project, but as the years went on, the enemy threshold of the victims became much lower. Well, that's the scary part. Bar keeps getting lower. What's scary about that? It means it's not just enemies of the village anymore. Just being an outsider is reason enough. Then next year's victim, they're just gonna picking out of the village outsider pool? It might be a person that just moved here. What do you mean by... I swallowed my words. Here in Hinamizawa, the ones who would be considered the most outside would be... my family. I was proof enough of that, wasn't I? I still couldn't really remember the names of the people I passed by. Then Then the next victims, my family, was he saying it was going to be me? But what does that have to do with Mion? I can't go into details, but the Sonozaki family led the dam protest. Quite fervently so. So this is also true of Mion Sonozaki herself? She has quite a few misdemeanors and obstructions of the public work offenses on her record because of the protests. I knew Mion knew what it meant to fight. This was the first I've heard of her family leading the protests, though. Then, well, what did it all mean? Are you saying that Mion's family is involved with the string of incidents? I wouldn't go that far. I'm just saying that if it was a conspiracy, then it would have then they'd have the highest probability of being behind it. Not a very clear explanation. I felt like he'd magnificently avoided the details I really wanted to know. We don't know who or how involved anyone is right now. That's exactly why I don't want you saying anything to the villagers. Instead of answering, I gave a very bitter expression.
Cheer 500, it's time. You woo 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 woo. I must confess my my appreciation for Gin. She is cute, sweet, adorable, and just all around wonderful. Keep being you, sweetie. We love ya.
Oh, thank you. Where's the tomato emote when I need it? Thank you. I actually wasn't expecting this to go as smoothly as it's been going. Wow. Anyway. Enough of that sap, back to murder. Thank you. Video expression, it seemed he understood it well enough. Then think of it like this. I don't want to worry the villagers who blindly believe it's the curse. How about that? What do you mean, how about that? How should I know? But the reason behind wanting me to not carelessly open my mouth about it wasn't too hard to comprehend. The perpetrator was here. It had nothing to do with a curse. He was definitely going to be caught by the police and made to pay for his crimes. And none of the villagers should have anything to do with that process. It may cause those sensitive about the curse to just worry needlessly or act on their own. Just like everyone kept it from me so I wouldn't worry about it. It's now my turn to keep it from them so they don't have to worry. I was just talking to myself. Unlike me, everyone else had been worrying over these mysterious incidences yearly, and the incident this time probably means a lot more to them. I didn't want to burden them anymore. In the end, everything was as the man had wanted, as insipid as it was, but it couldn't be helped. I understand. I'll keep it to myself. Is that fine? Mr. Oishi, from the Okonomiya police station. You can call me Kuro-chan if you want. No! No, Oishi is fine. The way he said it was unpleasant, yet retained hints of politeness. He was the spitting image of a vulgar police officer. Though I've never seen one this bulky before, in the cop shows I watch. I've taken up too much time. Your friends are waiting, aren't they? I should probably let you get back to them. The door opened with a click and, streamed the oppressive heat. It was blistering outside of the car. Was it really this hot of a day? It was an almost cruel heat, as opposed to the mechanical coldness inside the car. It was as if the land of Hinamizawa itself suddenly hated me. I felt a little sad as the thought crossed my mind. I didn't mean to suspect your friends. Yes, you did. Please don't misunderstand that. You totally did. I refrained from telling him that it was too late to say something that self-serving. Same, Keiichi. It's fine if you don't see or hear anything, Mayabara-san. There's enough proof that the village is not involved. I'll contact you if I hear or see anything. But I'm no detective. Please don't expect too much from me. I won't. You don't have enough to become a detective. You don't have to become a detective. Just go on living as you have up until now, with this information, which is surely going to go well for his psyche. Just let me know if you notice anything. I hastily made my back to the school building after giving him a quick bow. See you later. Farewell, Mayabara-kun. I returned to the school building without looking back. I don't know how much time had passed. Thank you, Weedy. I did feel bad for keeping them waiting, but right now there was a lot on my mind. Tomitake-san's death was hard enough as it was, but to think that there was a possibility of a village conspiracy? Worse still, there was a chance to think that Mion was involved? Nonsense. Impossible. Not Mion, Rena, Satoko, or Rika-chan. It was a group that attacked Tomitake-san. Who could the perpetrators be? Could it be they were hiding here somewhere in Hinamizawa? I didn't know. All I could say for certain was that I knew that Mion couldn't be the perpetrator. Let's go back to school as normal. It's me, Chan. The perpetrator. Huh? I was startled to hear Rana's voice. With the rope in the, lounge. Nope. No. Rena clutched her head while flailing about. Looks like you're just self-destructing over there, wow. Keiichi-san, you're quite late. As you may well know, I'm seething with anger. Sorry about that. I was called in the staff room, you see. You were reprimanded for bad behavior? That's a shame. Well, it's been pretty heated over here. Since it's getting pretty late, let's make the next game the last one. If I remember right, I had 0 points. No! Thank you, but no! 0 points. Isn't it pretty much decided that I'm going to be finishing in last place? Don't worry, Keiichi-kun. I'm at -1 points. How did you get -1? The heck? Your score's lower than mine and I wasn't even playing. This is the final match to decide if the penalty is going to be carried out by Rena alone or both Kei-chan and Rena. Yeah, right. Just let Rena do the penalty by herself. You made a promise, Keiichi-kun, that we would both win. I waited all this time, you know. You know? I'm sorry about that. I followed my initial plan of showing Rena my cards, but I didn't say who was the criminal and just waited for her to call. I got it! The murder is me! With the poison at the entrance. Is it? Is it? My, Rena. Quite a quick answer. Another stab in the dark? Oh. Rena is correct. Oh, then it's decided that Keiichi-san shall take part in the penalty as well. Hooray! She recovered from her -1 points. Keiichi-kun, let's both do our best. Yeah, let's do our best. It's my fault, so I have no choice. Then that's game. It's me, Mion Sonozaki, ranked first. In dead last are Keiichi Marabara and Rena Ryugu. Everyone applauded it, and the game ended. The problem now was the penalty. Now then, I ranked first, so I decide what you'll be buying for the gopher penalty. What will she make us buy, I wonder? Let's blacklist the drugstore. That was your aim, wasn't it? Huh? have any business at the drugstore. This old man's already got a list prepared for you on this piece of paper. Whoa, there's a lot written here. A lot? Damn it, what's she making us buy? 2 blocks of tofu, shampoo and conditioner, apple vinegar and fried tofu. The heck is this? Her shopping list.
Cheer 500. She is a QT 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 pie. So perfect and sweet and amazing. Everyone pile on the hugs and cuddles. Yay.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, what the heck is this? Probably her shopping list. It looks more like a shopping list than a penalty. Yes, because she probably forgot to do it. Me was certain she was going to win today. Rule 7 of our society? You cannot refuse any penalty, so do my shopping for me. Here's some money. The shampoo is I usually get is Fruit Fable. Thanks! This is just your grocery list! I promised myself that if I won next, I'd make her go buy hemorrhoid cream.
Muxie won the Gin Hetchin cutie who deserves all the monies, with the lovely reading voice, and you can't change me mind Eri Wahoer Hero Y Heroa Gif Gaveri O Igfu Yug FDBSU Yuka Og Towe I Gert Fuig Wu 92345 YHSFDJBG Uter JF.
Just the key smashing at the end, I love it. Yeah, that's my current mood, is key smashing. What?
Cheer 500. Cheers, hugs and cuddles for the sweetheart we know and love that's Gin. Let's go. Big hugs for Gin.
Thank
Blue
you,
heart.
Easy. Y'all are so nice. My goodness. Anyway, back to the hemorrhoid cream. Oh, is that where we're leaving the... Is that where we're leaving it? Oh, wow, I've been going for 2.5 hours. Alright, are we getting any new tips? Yes. There are more than 4 perpetrators. Search notice. So we'll do the tips, and then I'll save. And, then I'll probably call it, because I should eat something. But yes, thank you all so much. Alright, let's, go with this.
Cheer one more of the Gin's internal monologue ahem alush flu egw fu agdfkajhb vile g fui bdvc aui gurfa ldsiugfaiuyew 87435 trqwfdglkadfg7 wa the Gin cute. 10 out of 10 would buy her hemorrhoid cream olid shg fayud giads uhg fod.
Okay, I lost it at that last line. Wow, okay. Well, thank you. If I ever need you to run errands, I'll ask you. Okay. Oh boy. Word I'm gonna trip over. Hypovolemic shock induced by clawing out their own throat. Again, content warning. Feel free to mute me if you don't want to listen to, descriptive bad times. Tissue is packed under the nails. Not someone else's nails. It is undoubtedly the individual's own nails. The shape of the scars also match. Yeah, I know the immediate cause of death was suicide. I get it. You're saying the cause of death is unnatural, right? It's kind of like when your back itches and you scratch a little too hard and draw blood. Some of Tomotake's fingernails had been pulled out. It's actually quite simple to pull out one's own nails. I've never done it. But it really hurts. Here, let's move my mouse out of the way. Under normal circumstances, the pain would prevent you from completely pulling them out. Again, content warning. Also, there's a lot of bruises on Tomitake-san's body. It's clear from the shape of them that he was assaulted first by someone, or a group of people. According to the toxicology report, the deceased was in an extreme state of hysteria right before his death. Then he fought back and clawed out his own throat because of how hysterical he had become. The guys attacking him would certainly have been surprised by that. It is possible that in some abnormal environment a person could perform acts that a sane individual couldn't possibly imagine. Of course, those are very rare cases. Actually, Oishi-kun, that wood plank the deceased used as a weapon, they only found sand and paint from the guardrail on it. What about cloth fibers or skin? Nothing. The deceased didn't strike the assailants. Or it could be they took the plank he was fighting back with. In that case, they wouldn't have gone out of their way to replace it with another. They'd take them all. Har 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 har. Okay, that's true. Tomitake's pretty built and tanned. He was quite athletic. That's right. He was pretty active. I can't imagine what kind of sports he did when he was alive, but I think his physical strength would be on the higher side. Meaning, he would be difficult to overpower in a brawl. If a man with such physique sensed he was in danger and swung the plank around quickly, it's just unthinkable that it wouldn't even nick the perpetrator. And his opponent was unarmed. The guy had a wooden plank, so you'd think he'd hit him at least once. To surround and take someone of his physique, I wonder how many people it would take. You dimwit, you should know better than anyone. Have you forgotten your own bad cop days? If I was to take down this guy, how many would I need? When a group wants to take down big prey, it's fundamental to attack with numbers. I'd guess about 4. Even if there was a gap in their strength, they'd manage. Then there were quite a few perpetrators. So any drunk and orderly groups of more than 4 are suspicious. A group of 4 or more.
Muxie 1 don't mind me, just wanted to key smash some more Ojudi USDGO Foj W Foid F Gadza IFGO AIUYE WGF UVHC Bali UGTB4 EU ATRG OYUA YGVDS7 GF807 DSAGF87 EVA T8 RAEWHGRFAIUY 4329 YTR Hug DAC SLDSGJSA HDLG Foz Dig Fisi Dalf Guidesaf Gaius DFYGSAYDGFISAYDLFG.
Amazing. I've had text to voice for less than 24 hours and you're already giving this guy a workout. Just if they had that many, then couldn't they have hidden the body in a less obvious location? Somebody call Kaito. Or did he somehow break away from that fatal predicament? Because if anybody knows how to bury bodies, it's Kaito. Then there would be no reason to commit suicide. Moreover, I still can't comprehend the irregular way he died. I appreciate all your key smashes, they were very entertaining. It's full of mysteries. That's under serious consideration on my end, too. I'll be examining it as thoroughly as possible, but don't get your hopes up. Hi, Polaris! Welcome back! After all, we've never encountered a death like this before. I'm not hoping for much, but I am looking forward to the results. Oishi-san, the chief's calling you. Thanks. See you around. Yeah. Best wishes. And on that cheery note, let's do one more tip and then call it. Alright, search notice. Jiro Tomitake, deceased. Resided in a cheap hotel in Shishibon City. Bone. Registered under the name Jiro Tomitake. Pen name. Travels via folding bike. No license. The bicycle was found 300 meters away, abandoned on the side of a forest path. Present on the day of the festival. Accompanied by the missing Mia Takano. Was seen around 9 p.m. by police. Location afterwards unknown. Held residence in Hinamizawa for 1 week each season for the last 5 to 6 years. Freelance photographer specializing in wild birds. Checked with magazine companies. Nothing suspicious in film located among the articles of the deceased. Wallet was among the articles of the deceased. Mere act of violence. From the contents of his wallet, he spent most of his time around Tokyo and Chiba. Along the Sobu National Railway line. No individual matching the name Jiro Tomitake in the residency records of any Tokyo wards. Okay, see, that's interesting, because that is a detail that never, because I've watched the anime of the first anime that covers the question and answer arcs, and that's a detail that never got stated, that he was under a pen name. Complete teeth and dental records. Send to Metro Police. Attach a photo. Send to Metro Police. Contacting magazines regarding Jiro Tomitake. Mio Takano, missing. Nurse at Irie Clinic. Comes close to Tomitake through her passion for wild bird photography. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Resides in Okonomiya X, District XXX, we're not knowing. Single. Witnessed accompanying Tomitake on the festival grounds, currently missing. Abducted? Or maybe a suspect. An important person of interest. Had no motive to kill the deceased. Squabble from jealousy? Need to thoroughly investigate their relationship. Place of work, etc. Need to get information from the police on the scene again. I want some cream puffs. Or jumbo ones. Oishi. Alright. That'll do. So we'll save. And then we'll find somebody to raid. Yep, end of chapter 7. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, I think... Well, let's see, there's probably a couple other chapters left in this game. Because there are a couple important scenes that we haven't hit yet. So we'll exit out of there. And go to the ending screen. Seriously, thank you all for coming to my first official affiliate stream. Like I was saying at the beginning, this was a thing. Wait! Thank you, Weedy. Thank you for being my first viewer, and with this, and for keeping me company this whole time, and just thank you for everybody who came. This has been really nice. Who even thought? I didn't. But you all have just been really great. But yeah, let's find somebody to raid. Because I think... Let's see who's going. Let's see who is going tonight. Let's see who is going tonight. Who have we not read? I see that Kim is going, and as previously stated, Kim is super, super close. So dang it, we're going to Kim. First, we're gonna come up with a raid message. Seriously, thank you all for coming. This was delightful. I wasn't expecting to do all three things, but story time, right? Let's think of something like I can spell. Oh, he just got affiliate. Awesome. So we're gonna say congratulations too. Me to you. There we go. So that's what the raid. Or you can do, and actually, yeah, if y'all want to use the lovely emotes that are very basic, but we have them. I've got this one, and this one right now. So have fun. But yeah, I'll get you all started. And thank you all for coming. This was really nice.